Hello everyone, good afternoon. First, thank you very much for the committee. Before I begin my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is PutriFTBL, lecturer at Architecture Department, University of Budiluhur, Jakarta. I'm going to share with you about community empowerment activities in Mount Padang. I did these activities with my team, namely Angre India from Architecture, Rismawandi from Economics, and Anita Diana from Information Technology. And I was also assisted by my students, namely Fajar from Architecture and Dylan from Information Technology. Well, I'd like to present my research project entitled Development of Guidelines and Dissemination of Tourism Attributes with the theme of Al Quran Architecture on Mount Padang Cianjur post COVID-19. Okay, let me start to share my presentation. My first slide, I will tell you about my background. Mount Padang is a tourist object in Cianjur, the oldest megalithic area in Jakarta, Indonesia. It's more than 8,000 years old and has a very high historical value. Since the COVID-19 pandemic has made tourist visits quiet, there has been a decline of more than 50%, thus affecting the income of tour guides. To attract tourists, it is necessary to increase the capacity of the tour guide community and create offline and online tourist information so that the development of tourist themes and attributes, visual and virtual, are expected to increase the value of tourist visits. The problem of lack tourism themes and attributes on the site, no travel guidebook, no travel brochure, and there are no travel infographics, especially in bilingual, because the tourists not only from local but international as well. Problems with tour guide, knowledge on guidance travel information visual is less. Lack of knowledge about religious tourism, standardization of tourist information from tour guide is lacking. And then we are collecting the problem and then try to make a solution. The first problem is lack of knowledge of gender and religious tourism guides about Mount Padang. And the baseline is 20%. The solution that we try to do is we make a plan to general knowledge training for the tour guide and special themes of religious insight in Mount Padang. Second problem, there are no adequate tourism attributes in Mount Padang, especially those judged with a special themes of religious insight. This line is 10%. Assistance in providing good tourism attributes, among others, tour guide, tourist information posts, and infographics, according to specific themes and general religious insights in Mount Padang. And the third problem, Yayasan Jumpat Habisun Alim, that another our partner does not have a website for online virtual travel information. The baseline is 0. And then we try to build a website for virtual travel information as well as website operational training. As you know that we have two partners in this project, Yayasan 74 Habisun Alim and Pok Darwis Tour Guide Gunung Badan. And then we do the capacity building of tour guide Pok Darwis Gunung Padang. We provide in-house training in the form of tour guide knowledge in the form of transfer in, tour, transfer out method. Providing training of trainers about the religious value of Mount Padang from the Al-Quran by the 74 Habisun Alim Foundation as additional knowledge for tour guide. We did those activities at Ujung Patavisun Aling Foundation base camp in Bogor, West Java, because the Cultural Heritage Service prohibits gathering in large numbers during a pandemic in Mount Padang. Achievement goal: certain people out of 16 tour guides or 80% will have knowledge of travel guides according to a theme of religious insights in Mount Padang, especially pillars Al-Quran in Mount Padang. And then we try to the development of tourism themes and attributes. Before we make this guidance, we discuss with the folk Darwis and collecting what they need to the development their tourism. We assess in making attractive visual tourist attributes, including making tourism book in general and according to the theme of religious insight in Padang. Making tourism information brochure, banners, floor banners, and infographic in two language together with folk Darwis. Achievement goal: 70% increase in the number of visual tourism attributes in accordance with special and general themes of religious insight in Mount Padang. And the third solution, we build a website for virtual travel information as well as website operational training. The website has been built for the Tujung Batavisun Aling Foundation to carry out promotions and marketing in attracting tourists who will undertake the Pillars of the Al-Quran expedition to Mount Padang. On this occasion, our team also developed a website and rented hosting and domain for 3 years. The achievement goal: having a website as online virtual travel information that can be accessed anywhere and anytime. This is the result. The first general travel guide in knowledge increased 100%. Knowledge of religious tourism guides, especially Al-Quran architecture in Mount Padang, increased 60%. Provision of general travel booklet increased 100%. Provision of Quran religious booklet increased 100%. Provision of tourism brochure increased 100%. Provision of bilingual travel infographic increased 100%. Website owner by Tujung Batavisun Aling increased 100%, and knowledge of operating the website increased 100%. And the end of our result project, our conclusion is the existence of the attribute of a tour guide to increase the understanding tourists that Mount Padang is not open for tourism in general, but for educational tour through guidebook to increase the knowledge of tourists regarding the history and prohibition when its location of Mount Padang, because the place is a cultural heritage that must be preserved. Mount Padang's website makes it easy for folk Darwis to explain the existence of object travel before seeing the direct. Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching. See you next time.